Back in July, I brought a little game called Fairy Fencer F. I didn't think too much about the game, since I found it to be fairly easy and felt like a lot of the gameplay mechanics were ripped from the Hyperdimension and Neptunia games. Initially, I was going to review it for the channel, but then I found out a remastered version of the game came out the same month. Hell, Idea Factory even gave me the review codes for it. First off, I want to apologize to Idea Factory for the delay. I was... preoccupied. Also, like my Hyper Devotion Noir review, I promise I'll give you my full honest opinion of the game. With that said, let's make it happen, Captain. If you played Fairy Fencer F, then a lot of what I'm going to say, you should already know. Advent Dark Force is a turn-based JRPG in which you control as a new fencer named Fang. Fang is...
Nice to meet you. My name's Aaron. I'm a fairy.
Give me some food.
an asshole. One day, he pulls a sword out of the ground and awakens a fairy named Aaron who's suffering from the ever so rare case of amnesia. In order to revive her memories, Aaron asks Fang to help her gather these mystical weapons called the Furies in order to revive the goddess. Fang refuses at first, but later decides to help her. Along the way, you will pick out various allies who will each have their own unique personality and interesting backstory.
Stop being such a rude little bitch!
Yes! Wait, I can't right now.
Some more unique than others. I will say that I enjoyed the fact that Advent Dark Force maintained a fairly good balance between comedy and drama throughout the story. There were a couple times I thought the humor was somewhat better than the humor in a Neptunia game. I also enjoyed seeing some good character growth with some of the main characters, especially Fang. Though Fang starts off as a complete asshole, he starts to realize the gravity of his situation and begins to take his quest more seriously. This is something that even the Neptunia games struggle to accomplish and should start seriously looking into. However, some of the characters in Advent Dark Force feels completely two-dimensional. Take Zank for example. Despite his despicable actions, he just struck me as someone who's just evil for the shits and giggles. And trust me, there are a lot of two-dimensional characters like Zank in this game. So let's talk about the music. While some of Advent Dark Force's music feels like it came from Compile Heart's music library, I really enjoyed some of the songs in the game. Most notably, the overworld theme, and of course, the transformation theme. This fucking rocks! This theme is so freaking badass that I found myself transforming all the time. Hell, I even played this theme during my live streams on occasion. And when I mean on occasion, I mean whenever I get the fucking chance. But this is why I have to end my praise for the audio. The biggest problem I had with Dark Force's audio was the large amount of repetitive lines during battle. Battles can get really annoying when the enemies repeat the same line over and over again. The worst part about it was that the lines repeating was apparent even in the original. I was very disappointed that Idea Factory couldn't take the time to fix this.
Hey Dai, do you have any experience filing lawsuits?
No. Why?
Well, I just want to sue these assholes for stealing our gameplay!
You do realize you were created by the same company.
Way to be a buzzkill, man.
If you played any of the Hyperdimension Neptunia games or the original Fairy Fencer F game, then the battle system should be fairly familiar to you. The battle system uses a combination of turn-based and real-time mechanics that takes place within a circle. You can run anywhere in the circle, but you can only do 1 to 2 actions per turn. When you decide to attack an enemy, you have the option of various combos and special skills that you can combine together to perform a combo. Finally, you can transform, which will not only up all of your stats, but allow you to perform some devastating special moves. These combos can even be expanded upon with the game's weapon boost feature. With each new battle, you start accumulating certain points that can be used to upgrade your character. These upgrades include basic RPG traits, skills, passive abilities, as well as attacks. The amount of customization you can put in for all of your characters is not only amazing, but will whet the appetite of most JRPG fans. I just wish that the weapon boost feature can be used to upgrade other things.
No! 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 No!
Another way you can shape battles or dungeons in the game is the use of fairies.
Are you sure you're a fairy?
According to my dad, I am.
Fairies in the game can do two things. The first is to add special bonuses to your characters, as well as give you special items when you first meet them. The second most important use of fairies is shaping dungeons in the game. Before you explore a dungeon, you have the option to take out one of your unused fairies and stick them to the ground next to the dungeon. Depending on the fairy, you will receive special bonuses and debuffs while you explore the dungeon. If you like to plan out your battles ahead of time, then you will appreciate this feature. Like take me for example. After escaping Corey's basement, I planned out my revenge against him. Now that you got your units fully upgraded, you can go out to the world and
Know your place.
freaking die.
Wow, Dai. Looks like you die a lot from playing games.
I think I see Sadie over there. Haha! Works every time. Keep in mind that one of the biggest complaints for the original Fairy Fencer game was how easy it felt. Regular grunts were pushovers, and beating bosses barely took a few minutes. Advent Dark Force fixes this problem by making everything tougher. Those same grunts can deal out more damage, and boss fights can push you to the limit. Although I really don't have any issues with playing easy games, the increased difficulty was needed for Advent Dark Force. Despite this, it caused another issue of the game. With the increased difficulty, you'll find yourself grinding a lot more to make your character stronger. Though you're supposed to do this in JRPGs, leveling up in Advent Dark Force takes way too damn long. Even though I equipped the necessary fairies to get that XP boost, it did nothing to reduce the grind. For example, I found myself spending 1 hour just to go up 2 levels. So you can imagine how frustrated I got when the boss still mopped the floor with my ass despite the amount of time I spent leveling up.
Or maybe you just suck at games, Dai!
Since this is a remake of Fairy Fencer F, you're probably wondering what new features did they add to the game. For one thing, the visuals did receive an update. The original PS3 game could only run at 720p 30 FPS. Advent Dark Force improves the graphics by running the game at 1080p 60 FPS and does have some updated textures for the environments. It's not going to make the game look like Bloodborne or Uncharted 4, but it's a nice little upgrade. Additionally, Advent Dark Force offers several new cutscenes and endings for the game. These endings are determined by your decision to revive either the Vile God or the Goddess. Some characters will even change how you interact with them depending on your route. Not to mention, some characters you killed in one playthrough could be your allies in the next.
Oh god! You gotta help me! I've been traveling across the various multi-universes several months now. I even saw a Xenomorph fight a chosen undead in Zenata.
Are you from the brain damage I got last month?
Not again!
I should really get that brain damage checked out. So, what's my overall thoughts? If you picked up the original Fairy Fencer F, then you have to get Advent Dark Force. Though it is a remastered version of the original, there's tons of added story segments, tougher battles, and multiple endings that justify its price tag. I even recommend Neptune fans to pick this one up as opposed to its predecessor. A lot of the combat mechanics and cutscenes you should be familiar with and appreciate. Nonetheless, is this game worth getting if you're an average JRPG fan? If you absolutely hate grinding and you can't stand two-dimensional characters in the game, then I can't recommend this game to you. I do remember that there are some leveling up guides online, but I didn't have the chance to try them out in my playthrough. Another thing to keep in mind is that there is a PC version coming to Steam soon, so you don't have to wait that long if you don't have a PS4.
Please don't go to the PC continent. I have no friends.
Despite these complaints and you still want to get the game, you can get it at the following links. I finally took a look at that game. Now I can take that month-long vacate. Hey, Ben. Look, I know I'm supposed to do a review for you, but can I take a rain check on that review? Okay, I'll review your game next. Next review. I guess I should do the outro. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this review. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to give a like, share with your friends, and subscribe. Also, if you played Advent Dark Force, let me know in the comments down below. Once again, this is Daitomodachi, and I hope you have a wonderful day and night. See ya!